Hello, welcome to my channel. Of course, I am here to tell you another dream. And before I tell my dream, I'd like to tell you I'm just a normal 18-year-old who happens to get dreams from God, and they are a blessing, a true blessing. I get so many of these dreams that I just want to share, and I just love talking about God, and they're truly just a blessing. And yeah, this will be my most recent dream. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. Why not? Let me move you. I was moving the camera. So, in this dream, for some reason, I have been having dreams where I have a really big family. When I say big family, okay, so let me explain. I'm going to tell you both of these dreams. I had these dreams 2 different nights. I'm not sure if these dreams go together. The first one, I didn't really have anything to go with God, so I wasn't exactly planning to tell y'all, but I'm going to tell y'all because I think it might have something to do with the second dream I had. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just going to tell both. So, the first hold on, before I tell the dreams, just so the camera won't be shaking, let me lean y'all against something. Let's see. Trying to lean y'all against this so the camera don't be shaking. Okay, good. So yeah, let me tell y'all the 2 dreams. So the first dream wasn't that long, it was short. So I had a dream that I was adopted by this big family. And what's weird about this, my family is still alive, and I'm clearly not adopted. I look way too much like my dad to be adopted. Just saying. But I'm clearly not adopted. But in this dream, I knew something had happened to my mom. I don't know why, I just knew something had happened to my mom, and I was all of a sudden adopted by this really big family. So in this dream, the lady that had adopted me, I knew that she adopted kids, and then some of them were actually her own kids. So I was adopted by her, and I also knew that she like adopted kids with like special needs. And if you do not know, I do have epilepsy. Um, I've had epilepsy since I'm 9 years old, and so maybe that's why I was adopted by her in my dream. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Like I was saying, she adopted kids that had like problems. Like for me, like I said, I have epilepsy. That was what she was known for doing. She was known for adopting kids that had issues like that, or kids that were just like had a really bad their family died in a really horrible way. She was known for adopting kids like that. And so I'm adopted by her, and she has like a bunch of kids. When I say a lot of kids, I say like maybe 10, 11, maybe even 12. There was quite a few kids. So I'm adopted by her, and in my dream, if you don't know, I have a niece. Um, I have a niece named Ella, and in my dream, she was showing me around the house, and she says, "This is gonna be your room," and she's like, "Sorry, you're gonna have to share a room with someone." And I'm like, "That's okay," and I was just like, "Thank you for the room," and that's all I was really telling her. And I remember thinking to myself, I was just like kind of paranoid because I'm like, when am I gonna see Ella again? When am I gonna see Ella again? And I was just paranoid when I was gonna get to see her again. And so the mom comes back, and she's like, "Do you want like to like?" She kind of wants to show me around the house, and I'm like, I didn't want to be rude and say no. I mean, she like just adopted me that day. I didn't want to be rude and say no. So she takes me into the kitchen, and I see a boy. He looks to be like 6 or 7 years old, and he's hiding in the pantry. And I just asked her, because she just in my dream, this is how it was. She went over to the pantry, opened it, and he just like popped out, like almost like when someone's trying to scare you. And I just asked her, I'm like, why was he hiding in there? I just asked her, I'm just like, why was he hiding there? And so yeah. And I'm like, why is he hiding in there? And she explains to me the reason he was hiding in the pantry is because apparently before he was adopted, his parents had left him in a cave in the forest, like a really small cave. Like she was just telling me, she was like, it was a really small cave in the forest, and she was like, who knows how long he was left there? And she's like, it's a miracle by God he was even found. And she's telling me the story, and she said ever since that incident has happened, he's always just wanted to hide in really small places. And she said we find him hiding like all around the house in random various small places. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, that is so sad. Like in my dream, I was just thinking, I was like, that is so sad. Like, what parent would just leave their kid in a cave in the forest? In my dream, I was just thinking that was like so sad. So then my new mom in the dream tells me, she's like, it's dinner time. And like I said, she had a lot of kids, and I can see like the stove, and she had like quite a few pots. But I didn't think it was a big deal because, like I said, she had quite a few kids, and I bet she was gonna feed them all. So I go sit at the table in just like a random spot because I was like, I didn't know where I was supposed to sit because I like just got there, and I was just like thinking to myself, I was like kind of like hoping I wasn't sitting in the wrong spot. And I'm sitting there, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder if this family believes in God, is what I'm thinking to myself. And I start thinking, like, I kind of start like being sad of what happened to my mom. But in my dream, I never found out what happened to my parents. I just knew that I was sad whatever happened to them. And so I'm sitting there and I'm sad about what happened to my mom. And I'm just thinking about my new family. And I'm like, I wonder if they believe in God. And I just wonder um, if this new family is going to work, if we're going to get along or whatnot. And that was it. That was the entire first dream. That was it. That was the entire first dream. So then, dream number two. So, dream number two, I was going to upload probably either way, whether I told the first dream or not. I only told the first dream because I felt like it might go with the second dream. So, this is the second dream that I feel like goes with it. Maybe, maybe not. It's up to you to decide. So, in this dream, I'm in a high school. And just to say, I was homeschooled mostly, so I never actually went to middle school. Yeah, I never went to middle school because I was homeschooled mostly due to my epilepsy, because my seizures were just so bad that I ended up having them at school. And you know, when you have a seizure at school and the kids just freak out, they're like, what's going on? What's going on? And then they have to call the ambulance and stuff. So my parents just thought it was easier if I was at home, and if I had a seizure, they would know what to do. So yeah, I was mostly homeschooled because of my seizures. So I never went to middle school. But in my dream, I was in middle school, and um, I just start running. I'm running down the hall in middle school. I'm just running, and I see one of my new brothers. So the reason I told the first dream, because in this dream I also had the same big family. Yeah, weird. In this dream I still had the same big family. Weird. So like I said, I was running down the hall, like scared, maybe angry. I don't know. I was just like running down this hall in a panic, and I run into one of my new brothers. And I tell him, I'm like, hey, we gotta get out of here. We gotta run. That's what I tell him. I'm like, we gotta get out of here. We got to run. So after I told him that, I just see every kid from every classroom start running towards us. And I just run right out the door. I just start running and running and running. So I keep running and running and running and running until the point that I cannot physically run anymore. And I was shown what was chasing me. What was chasing me was a demon. It wasn't just chasing me, it was chasing everyone in that school. Every kid, everyone, and it was a demon. And I was shown that the demon was like just like getting kids and that were falling like for his trick. When I say tricks, I mean like the evil stuff. And he was just like devouring them, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. And I was shown it was a demon. And so I'm running and I'm thinking to myself, how can I get away from this demon? I'm like, no matter where I go, he's gonna find me. And I'm just like thinking, and I'm like, maybe I should go back to my house. When I said house, I did not mean the house that I had with my mom. I meant my new adopted family house. And I'm just like, where can I go? I can't go back to my house. That's too obvious. He will find me. And where I was near like a forest. And I was thinking maybe I can just run into the forest and hope he never finds me. And I just thought that was my best bet, was just to run into the forest and hope he never finds me. So I'm sitting there. Oh, actually, I wasn't sitting. I think I might have been standing. I don't know. I might have been sitting or standing. I don't exactly remember. And all of a sudden, I see the demon. And in this dream, this is the very first dream I think I had a demon where it had wings. Because in this dream, it had wings. So I'm there, and out of nowhere, the demon comes, and I see him, and he is in a range to where he could come and get me. Like, there's nothing I could do. He could come and get me. And I'm just standing there kind of waiting. I'm like, fine, if he's going to get me, just come and get me. Because I was like out of breath, and I'm like, I can't really run anymore. I'm like, if he's going to get me, just get me. And I'm standing there, and I see the demon, and he kind of just like, I guess, like glances at me, and I'm like confused. I'm like, why didn't the demon get me? Because in my dream, the demon, he kind of like glanced at me, and then he flew away in a different direction. And I was kind of confused. I'm like, in my dream, I remember I was confused. I was like, why didn't the demon get me? And then in my dream, like right before I woke up, I remembered I was like, it was like right before I woke up. Like I was like so close to me waking up and missing this. I remember I was like, it's because I'm God's child. And then that was it. That was the whole dream. These are two separate dreams, but I honestly felt like they went together, and I had them so close together that I felt like the dreams went together. If they do or don't, that's your opinion. But the whole dream, I feel like that was God showing me that the devil can't hurt you. He's like, you do not have to run away from him. The devil cannot hurt you. I really feel like that was what was God was showing me. I really do. And I have good news, good news, good news, good news. So there's this popular channel on YouTube called Bless Nine. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's called Bless Nine. It's called Cloud Bless Nine, I think. If I'm saying that wrong, sorry, but you probably know what I'm talking about. And they post a lot of dreams from God. And I sent them one of my dreams, and they want to put it on their channel next Friday. So look for that. Next Friday, my video should be on their channel. And it's just like so exciting because they are really popular, and a lot of people watch the dreams and stuff that people talk about on their channel. And it's just so exciting knowing that my dream is going to be on my channel. Um, Yes, one of my dreams is going to be on their channel, and that's just awesome. They told me that should be in a video next Friday, and that's just so awesome. So stay for that. That's going to be awesome because I have my channel, but it's not as popular in theirs, and I want my dreams to get out to as many people as possible. And my dream's going to be on their channel, and that's just awesome. So yeah, keep looking for that. Their channel, I believe, is called Cloud9 Bless. I believe that's what it's called. But yeah, they just talk about a bunch of dreams from God that people have had. So, yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, let me continue about my dream. Like I said, I really feel like that was God just telling me, don't worry, He can't touch you. You don't have to run anymore. He cannot harm you. I really felt like that's what God was telling me. And I honestly do. I kind of feel like those two dreams went together. And then I'm kind of like, maybe they don't. But honestly, I don't know. But I talked to a friend of mine. She knows quite a bit about the Bible. She believes almost the same way I do. Me and her believe almost identical. And she thinks, this is just her opinion. I'm not saying believer. This is her opinion. She thinks that the bunch of new kids, the adopted family, she thinks that it might be people I meet in the future. And I don't know. I never really met with people, and honestly, I don't know why I would dream up a new family. Honestly, I don't know. But I really hope you enjoyed my new dream and everything. And I guess bye for now. And don't forget, God loves you.